away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
55, come on, guys, 55. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, here we go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. 23 yards, the final tally. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. He can really smell 800 catches right now, because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jonnu Smith, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cunningham looking to throw. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Going deep for Hopkins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Cunningham. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Throwing on third and long. Cunningham.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Fielded at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
I got him. What, play 43? Watch the whip. Rip list.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
I'm coming. 55's my guy, 55. You can't block me.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Miles Boykin, 58 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They're on 46-yard line.
Lucky. 15. Hey, let's go. 50, Mike, 50. Squeeze, double.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff here to his running back. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Cunningham from the gun. He completes this one to Mack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Hey, pick your game up. 36.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Cunningham, he will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles get a score closer. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way,
and this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
They have 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 53. Watch twist, watch twist.
Here's Cunningham. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Cunningham. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 15, 15. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 43, 43.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Tight dog. Tight dog. Hey, 57, 57. Shit. 46.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. McClellan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action.
They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jayon Brown able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check Hopper. Chopper. He's Hopper. Color. Delta.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go into that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On fourth down, Cunningham. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
I don't need to. I'm coming after you. Coming after you. Hey, motion backfield. Hayward.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, letting one go deep. And, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch left. He's done it.
They'll try the left side. McClellan. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Check Mike 54. Watch the run. Go. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Check 24. Kill. Joker. Now, get him.
keep it on the ground. McClellan, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Packers, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.